first contact I had with Manor and Castle was Val.
All right. So you came from our advocacy team.
Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere because what had happened was I used to withdraw in those days and sort of go back, sort of hide in my flat until everything's sorted out.
Right.
And the advocacy team was suggested to me after I got back on my feet.
Right. So
really, there was nothing Val could help me with at the time because I was okay again.
So how did you get in contact with Val then? Was that through your GP or?
Yeah. She came over a few times and we talked. But as I say, I'd got over the rough side, and so I didn't really know there was nothing for us to connect and try at the time.
Okay. So when you said rough side, so what were your health needs at the time?
Oh, severe depression.
You were suffering
severe depression, yeah.
Yeah. Had you recently moved into Manor and Castle?
No, I've been there a few years.
You've been there a few years?
Yeah. I mean, I've lived there since 2001, 2002.
And then later on, when you actually met with me, you'd come onto the Steps.
The job centre put me onto Steps.
Onto the Steps programme, because we worked really close to the job centre. Yeah. What did you take away? What did you get from the Steps at the time? Can you remember back?
Well, it made me want to do something. It's what got me into volunteering with Manor and Castle. It gave me the inspiration to do something.
Right.
It gave me something to sort of focus on and feel like I could move on and pick something new up.
That's absolutely brilliant. You've more recently come back to us after. I mean, you've volunteered now for 2 years. Very much at Manor Park Community Space.
Yes.
And I've seen you grow. With that role, and you've since developed that because you've moved into advocacy team,
I have.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I've been shadowing with Steve.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So that's a really good progression.
Yeah.
Which then brought you on to the Aim and I.
Yeah.
Which is again another one of our programmes.
Well, I was put on with Anita. I can't remember the name of they were doing a
the behavioural change programme.
Yeah.
So you signed up to that to get support through that, and you've got a key worker, which is Anita.
Yeah.
And then you came on the Aim and I, which is actually 8 sessions, which, as I say, I could see a different person. But one of the conversations we had within Aim and I is you mentioned about your flat, and I wrote it down that you'd said your flat actually represented 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Your depression.
Yeah.
Well, what did you mean by that? What did you mean?
I was blocking it out. You know how I just couldn't see how bad it got. I just couldn't relate to it.
Was that the physical state of your flat?
The physical state of the flat, yeah.
Yeah.
I just let it go to such a degree that I just couldn't get on top of it, and doing something with it, getting involved with trying to fix it and tidy up again was just bringing up all the depression again.
Right.
It wasn't making me healthy, and it was a manifestation of my depression. A physical manifestation of it.
Are you saying that it was full of things? Would you say it was?
Oh, it's grubby.
And cluttered, would you say? Yeah. And that's how your mind felt. You felt very cluttered and I remember it was a very dramatic analogy what you used when we were doing Aim and I, the clinic.
Yeah.
Do you want to just tell me again? You said about the visualisation.
Yeah. That was something you were teaching in Aim and High, and I remembered from when I did Steps the first time, was that when you're dealing with all this clutter and rubbish and stuff, if you're focused on what it's like and what you've got to do and all this stuff you've got to sort out, it's not really helping you. Whereas if you think about what it's going to be like when you're finished, where you're heading, it's more positive, and it gives you more strength to approach it. Right. It's a better focus, it's a better way of looking at it, it's more healthy.
And you have made, because I remember one of the key bits for me, which what I really loved, is the fact that you said that vision was about the colours you decided you were going to paint your bedroom and your kitchen and everything, and the fact that it would enable you to bring your mum to come and visit, because your mum lives quite a way away.
Norfolk.
Your mum lives in Norfolk, so she for her to have the opportunity to come and see you in
Yeah,
Sheffield.
it would make her very happy, you know, because I mean, she sort of accepted that I've been a bit chaotic for quite a long time.
Right.
But it would be nice for her to see me get back on my feet, and you know, and I'd like to show that to her because I am getting back. Well, I have been getting back on my feet. The last few years have been improvement for me over time.
Right, that's fantastic. So over the 2 years, sort of looking at who would help you overcome the things we've talked about. Initially, it was your GP, and then it was through to an advocacy service.
Yeah.
And then in between, was it your GP? Did you get any counselling or anything?
I went to Eastglade a few times.
Oh, so you were under the mainstream Eastglade services.
Yeah. I did that a few times. I got different results from that, and but in a lot of ways, I've sort of relied on myself, partially because I withdraw when I do it, when things go wrong, to leave you alone. So you sort of find yourself sort of going through it until you sort of, well, it doesn't last forever. You do come back up again. You know, for every up, there's a down, and vice versa. But I found that over time, it's been getting, you know, I've found the grounds to improve, and a lot of that was interacting with the people at the community space, because I've been very isolated. Interact with people, and they're nice people down there, and it gives you a positive. You know, I had a negative view of people because you're always looking at things from a negative viewpoint. You don't look at things in a bright light, and interacting with the people at community space, Karen, Corinne, you know, and
so this is the employment team.
The employment team. Yeah, it was a positive experience, and they were really helpful, and you know, if there were any problems, they spoke to me, and I was a bit smelly when I first turned up. Corinne had a word with me, so I told myself that. And,
she were honest. She was honest. Better than wishing it under carpet.
They felt they could say that to me, and not be too embarrassed, or I sort of that's true. I've got to accept it and change it, you know. And there's been changes over the last few years that have come up through interacting with people and feeling more confident in myself, and it's the experiences I've been going through over the last week. It's been more up than down. I'm a lot more evened out now. I don't really get the ups and downs that I used to. I still get little bouts of hypomania, little bouts of depression, but it's manageable.
Right. Do you take any medication for that, or is
aripiprazole and citalopram.
All right. So you're still on your GP, and you reflect back on that, and you're managing that yourself, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Since getting involved with Manor Park, where you live, where you had lived for quite a while, people recognise you as a good morning. Just simple things.
It's only a little thing, but it's nice. You know, you say you can, it's a little connection with people.
Yeah.
I recognise people, and. It took a while
sort
of to become a local, I suppose, but I would miss that if I moved out of Manor Park. Didn't have that. I would miss it. You know, it's
Why did you move to Manor Park originally?
It was the first place that was offered.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
were you living in Sheffield then?
I was literally. I'd been doing a PGCE course.
Right.
And not for me.
Right.
I did a year, but. I sort of decided I was sort of backwards and forwards between mum, so I sort of put in for a flat, and I got one within 2 weeks. But I had 2 flats to look at. One's now been knocked down, and the one I'm in now.
Right.
And I took that. It was a little bit rougher back then, Manor Park.
It's come through its own journey in terms of an area.
But I was sort of in very quickly, and I just kept my head down in Manor Park at first, and sort of got on with things. And I wasn't sure about Manor Park at first. I wasn't sure what to make of it, and it was all a bit new and a bit unsettling. Starting in a new place, and I didn't know anybody.
Right. So did you get any support from the housing? Because I don't know who's your housing.
Together Housing.
It's Together Housing.
Yeah.
So you didn't... No, it was just literally we were given the keys and...
Well, back then I was still very... I was very withdrawn. I had periods of quite serious depression, and I didn't know anyone, and it was very difficult for me to get to know people. I mean, my sort of the friend I developed, has been a friend for 15 years now. He took him a year to get to know me. And he was persistent, you know, sort of thought I was something in me and wanted to get to know me, and sort of that friendship sort of gave me a few steps up to move forward a bit and start relating with him. And I remember I went out with him on town, and when I first knew him, I made a point of introducing me to people. Well, this is, you know, and it was nice, you know, it was kind. He's one for picking up waste and strays. But yeah, but then again, I sort of fell back again because I could just go along to visit him. It's very organic and easy. Whereas I find although I make acquaintances, I didn't have it in me to make a full connection. You know, when you phone people up, go over and see them, and all the work you had to put into having a friend.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bit of work in it. And back then, I was, you know, very isolated, very, you know, I had a friend, but and a few acquaintances, but it was a bit of an isolated life. I wasn't in an ideal place.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get in an ideal place until things didn't start getting better for me, so I went to Steps the first time.
Yeah.
There I was ready to listen, I think, when I got to Steps. But it's been a long process of getting out of having my bipolar disorder being in charge of me to me being able to manage it. It's been a long journey, and now I've got more friends. I get on with people, and you know, I feel like I'm sort of out the other side.
Brilliant. So how far on are you with your? I know you said last time I spoke to you that you took various massive bags of close to a charity shop, and you were visualising your colour of your bedroom. Are you a bit further on?
I am a bit further on. I've had to put it on hold at the moment because I took wallpaper, I found some black mould.
All right.
And dry rot on the floor.
Right. So has that been reported?
It's been reported. The guy came round. He was really nice. So my house is still got the touch of it. No, it needs paintwork done. It looks a bit messy. And well, I got talking to him, and he sort of said to me, "I've had depression, and I've been where you are, and he says, no, we can help you sort this out."
Oh, that's fantastic. And what housing association was that again?
Together Housing.
Together Housing. So the actual person who came to look at your repairs was actually giving you a...
I think he said he covers the whole of Yorkshire. I think it might even be a larger area than that, because it took me a little while to come round when he actually got the job to do it. But no, sort of we connected. He's given me his phone number, and you know, he's sort of, if I have any problems, call me.
Oh, that's good.
And it was a positive experience, definitely. And so we connected.
Yeah,
which I couldn't do before. I couldn't have done that a couple of years ago.
That's fantastic.
Years ago. Yeah.
So we're on a good trajectory. We're on a good route, aren't we?
Yeah.
So the other bit is now that you're shadowing Steve.
I'm enjoying that.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Who's one of the advocacy team workers.
Yeah. Health and support worker now.
Health and Wellbeing
support.
Health and Wellbeing.
Health
and Wellbeing support worker.
Yeah.
That's the new titles. But I mean, he's fantastic, Steve, in terms of supporting people.
I've gotten with Steve for a long time. He used to, when I was at community space, he used to sit down in the afternoon and have a chat with me, and
well, that's what it's about,
you know, we sort of we get on.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And I think he's got a lot to teach.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of knowledge, and he's had a lot of experience learning. Really.
I'm going. Was it Friday the 1st? I'm going down with my friend Duncan. He's got his PIP tribunal.
All right.
So I'm going down with him to
just support
him. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know,
what a journey. What a fantastic
I
journey.
did his ESA with him last time, which he got. I think he'll get his PIP as well.
Yeah.
But it's a stressful process.
Yeah.
And
it is.
you know, bit of support, bit of backup. I think it's better not to go on your own anyway. I think you need to go with someone, you know, to someone else. But I mean, he's got depression, and I can relate to it.
Yeah.
You know, so I go
Yeah.
over and see him and sort of help him out a bit, and you know, we sort of. Well, he's fine at the moment, and he's sort of got over his depression a bit, but it will probably come back again. You know, it's up and down.
Right.
And
right. Yeah.
he's also got COPD,
Brilliant.
and you know, so he's got a few illness problems, but I'll say he's another one. He's developed to be a really good friend. He's my best friend at the moment. We
Yeah.
really clicked,
Right.
and it's something I couldn't have done going back, you know, a few years.
That's great. That's great. So it's about a collective of people, really, isn't it? Coming
Yeah,
together.
it's interacting with people
yeah.
and getting out in the world again.
Yeah.
And finding that it's not as sinister as I thought it was.
There's some good people out there in
Yeah.
good organisations. Yeah. That's brilliant. Thanks for that, Jonathan. That's
Yeah, no
fantastic. It's just wonderful to see you as you are now. When I remember back how you were when I originally met you,
Yeah.
and to hear your story. So thanks ever so much
No
for
problem
coming
at
in.
all.
That's brilliant.